Which of these 3D figures do you think might be the most stable ones to go? And why? Dana, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking like this one.
Okay, why do you think that that one looks really stable?
Because look how it stands.
Okay.
And look how I blow on it.
Oh. Okay. No, hold on a second.
I think this one maybe could be stable because look, it's mine.
Okay. Oh.
It's that heavy. Yeah, she went up too much.
Well.
Maybe it's just the bottoms aren't the same size.
Okay, so we've got a couple of ideas on how we might fix that one. So Dana, you can put that one down. Yesterday we did manage to get it to work. Now we have figured out a few things. What do you think made that one stable? Why do you think that one she first chose actually stood? Dibia?
Well, because look at the bottom. Even though there's like this little curly part inside, it's still able to stand. Because
Yeah.
because this one has some sticking out.
Right.
And that makes it fall like this. Like this one, there's a problem with this one too.
Oh.
It won't stand if it's like this.
Why
See?
won't it stand if it's... Yeah.
It's not like this. It's flat. And flat stuff just go like this. And
Okay.
you try to make it 3D.
Okay, so we've got some of the things with our cylinders about which ones might stand and which ones might not. Does anyone else have something to add? Someone who hasn't had?
I think it might not stand because see, look, if this is not like it's supposed to be like this. And plus, if we try this way, it will stand.
Why does it stand better that way?
Because look.
What's... Rain? Make sure that you move back enough that you can not be touching them, but listening, because you want to be able to add to what others are saying. So why do you think that the one that Ricardo pointed out can stand? What makes it stand? Jordan?
It makes it stand because it's flat at the two bottoms.
Okay.
And look,
Oh.
it falls down on this side, but if you put it on this side, it stands up.
Okay, so let's look carefully.
Who is that?
Let's look
Anybody?
closely at this one then. Why is it that even though it's flat on both of these sides, it falls when it's on this side, but it stays standing on this side? Lily?
Because this side is like shut, and this side is like open.
Okay.
Because
Yes?
you see how like it's shut on this side, because if I put it like this,
Yeah.
it'll just fall over. Because it will need a circle on the bottom, because the circle is gonna be like this to stand. Because if it's closed, then it'll just fall over because it's like skinny, and this part is kind of like big.
And I think Lily has something to add to
And
that.
this is like, if you open it a little bit, it's kind of gonna stand.
You think, so you think you've problem solved it, Lily? Let's see if she has. Hold on, let's see if she has.
No.
Oh, now, she,
Because it's smaller
Oh.
than the other side.
hold on, so there were two things.
Squishy.
Okay, I want to hear both of the ideas. So, Lily, what's your idea thinking?
Yeah, because I think it's because this.
What are you thinking?
There's tape. The tape makes it all tight.
Yeah.
So when you put it down on this side, it's like it's closed like that, kind of, and it's like stand. Wait, it kind of looks like a cone.
Ooh.
Yeah, somebody made a cone.
And hold on a minute. If it was kind of like a cone, let's think about a cone. Because if the cone has that pointy part, what's true about the cone?
It's a cone, but if it doesn't have a pointy part, it's not a cone because look at it.
Hold on. Well, you know what? My question was a little bit different. So maybe I didn't ask it as well. With a cone, what's true about how it stands up or what side it doesn't stand up on? What's true about a cone? Yes, Ricardo?
If you stand it on the pointy side,
Yeah.
it will fall. But if you stand it on the circled side, it won't.
So how does that relate to this one?
I don't know.
Well,
how
think.
it relates.
If this is like a cone, then why is it that it's standing on this side, but it's not standing on this side? Lily?
This one has like the pointy part. Like,
Yeah.
like this was a pointy part, and
Yeah.
this was the circle part.
Right, which kind of goes, Ricardo, with what you were saying initially, which was why did you tell me that this side would stand, but the other side wouldn't?
Because just like how I said last time.
Yeah. What's the difference? You mentioned something about sizes. What was true about the sizes?
If it's not the same size, the other side won't stand.
Okay, so then I want you to do a little more thinking because we've got this. If we know which cylinders will stand, and we have, hold on, and we have a bunch of spheres here, what's going to start to happen as I start attaching these cylinders and spheres together? What's going to start to happen?
It stands better.
Why do you think it's going to stand better?
Because once you start building, it's gonna have legs and you can put that. It's like head on that part of the body that's not standing good,
Yeah?
and then it will stand better.
So if I, hold on a minute. If I have this, it's not standing well, and I then add something to the top, what's going to happen to the weight of this?
It's gonna fold over.
Why?
Because look at this ball.
Yeah.
It looks heavy.
Yeah?
So when I put it here, it didn't fall. No, because it has to be inside that.
Why?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. I want to hear.
Inside. Because when it was on this side,
Yeah?
and it was standing here,
Yeah?
it keeps on folding. Because it's round things on the bottom. But now when it's inside more, it doesn't.
Oh.
Because I tried putting a round part on the bottom like this before that was really round, and it'll just roll over. It'll just roll over. Like, and if you put this one in, then it won't be like as a circle right here. It would stand up.
Okay. So now, with all of this in mind, I want you to do a little thinking. I want you to think about your own dinosaur that you're going to be creating. I want you to think about how might you make the leg? How might you make the head? How might you make the spikes? And what are you going to have to think about as you start attaching the pieces together? Because this is not flat. It's not lying on the ground. It's standing. It's three-dimensional. So if it's 3D, everything about weight that we've learned, everything about materials that we've learned, everything about structures that we learned are all going to be needed to make this three-dimensional dinosaur structure.
If I do the jacks and the straws, it won't work.
Right, but except we won't be using jacks and straws because what do you have to make it out of? Right, so but you've got to think about it. How much tape are you going to add? What kind of figures will you make? How big will you make them? How will the size of the body compare to the size of the head? How much stuff can you stick on top of it? And the more stuff you stick on top, what's going to happen to the weight?
It's gonna get a little bit. It's gonna get heavy.
Right, and if we stick too much stuff on top and we make that mass heavier and heavier, what's going to happen to the dinosaur?
It would be falling even quicker.
Right.
Like if I'm putting that there, and then this there, and then that there, and then everything there, it'll just fall down quicker.
Okay,